Can you explain how the Trans-Pacific Partnership could affect our region? And I'll give the answer to the first person that wants to answer that question in a minute, by a show of hands, and then I will... let's go with Allison to start that one off.
Sure. The TPP, we've heard this described a lot during the campaign, and we have one party absolutely in favor of it. They haven't released all of the details, and so some people say that they're in secret still. We have another party who has lent their support to it without reading the details, and then we have my party, the NDP, who's really concerned about the details. And I'd like to just address what TPP is standing for. It's really picking winners and losers. So we've heard the beef guys are going to do okay, but the dairy farms maybe not so much. But regardless if we're in agriculture, the thing that will happen to all of us is that patent laws on pharmacare, on drugs, are going to be extended, which means all of our drug costs are going up. Under the NDP, we're working really hard for universal drug care. We're buying in bulk to lower our prices by 30% across the board. So we have one party trying to do something really progressive for the whole country, and we have a trade deal that will take away our internet freedoms and absolutely erase any gains we can make at all on pharmacare. And that doesn't matter if you're a farmer or not, that affects all of us in America.
Pick somebody else at random and see what happens, or should we just be overly? Romy? Sequentially random.
Exactly. The Green Party is very concerned about the TPP because it's an agreement that's been made in secret and nobody yet knows the details of that other than the people who are in the Privy Council and the Queen of England. But what it's being touted as, it's going to open up Canada to an 800 million person market. What is actually, which is being sold to us as those are going to be our great market that we're going to sell to. But what it's actually opening us up to is 800 million competitors. And the analysis in the States is that the country is going to be the biggest winner in this is Vietnam because they're willing to work for 54 cents an hour. Now, I don't know about any of you, but I sincerely doubt that anybody in this province is going to be willing to work for 54 cents an hour to compete in that 800 million market. So that is a great concern to this riding, and we definitely need to see the details of it, which nobody has yet, not even John Barrow. So that is something we have to very much take into account when we get to the Parliament. One of the top priorities of the Green Party is that TPP agreement.
Yeah, absolutely. This is something that I'm very excited about for the Foothills riding. Absolutely, this is going to be access to 800 million new customers for our farmers and ranchers. This is going to be unprecedented market access. The Trans-Pacific Partnership is not done in secret. Anything of trade agreement like this, that is, these negotiations are very delicate. Of course they are done out of the public eye. No country that's involved, of the 12 countries that in TPP have released the details. When we did the NAFTA agreement, we did the European Union agreement, the South Korea agreement, absolutely these negotiations are done quietly. It will be out in public, everything will be debated when it comes back to the House of Commons. But this is going to be something that's going to be a real game changer for the grain and cattle operators in my riding. The dairy producers, we were able to protect the supply management, which is very important. And I just want to really touch on this. She's mentioned a couple times before, Allison, actually the patents in the TPP will be reduced from 10 to 5 years, so drugs will be cheaper.
So far, I mean, I don't know what's really in the TPP, so I'm very cautious about what I say. For instance, we know that if the US is already in, and if Canada and Mexico also go in, it will supersede NAFTA. So we have to be very careful. We're very much in favor of trade. I'm hearing rumors that it will affect beef farmers in a positive way and could possibly affect dairy farmers in a negative way, but I don't have any proof of that. And we're just waiting to hear, what's really coming out of it. And
15.
I did have one interested rancher at Pincher Creek who made the comment that as soon as he heard about the TPP, he phoned around to see what the meat packing capacity was and discovered that there was basically no further meat packing capacity at this moment.
It's difficult to comment on the details of an agreement that isn't public yet. What's been leaked, certainly international trade has been a net positive for everyone that's involved in it, and I expect the TPP to be no different. There are some worrying signs. If we are ceding Canadian sovereignty in patents, in allowing corporations to sue for lost profits, there's some indication that may be in there. That would certainly be a worry. The trade liberalization is in general good. It opens those markets, and I salute the Conservatives for negotiating this, and I encourage you all to keep up the pressure on whoever the MP is, and once the details get here, to really pay attention to those details.
There was a